Alright, hello everybody and welcome for the final time to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. That's right, it's over. Because tomorrow we're going to 2024, which is very exciting. Can't believe we're finally almost here. I mean, tomorrow at this time we'll be head first into 2024, diving into everything it has to offer, and it's just gonna be a fantastic time. So, hopefully everybody's having a lovely day, and yeah, that's really all I got going on here. Tomorrow's the day, V500, it is. It's fantastic. Hang on, let me get my chat over here too, I just realized that would be helpful. But yeah, hopefully everyone's having a lovely Monday. Tomorrow is going to be a very exciting day. Cannot wait. I've been excited for it forever. That's why it's hard to believe it's tomorrow already, my goodness. It felt like it was going really slow leading up to it, and then all of a sudden it just kicked into another gear, like, my goodness. Alright, there we go. Got the chat. We're good. Ugh. I'm back to the old flight stick, so hopefully it's not a complete mess. We'll see. But I think, well, here, hang on. I kind of changed up all the things for the thumbnail. Here, let me go live weather and everything, live players. Beautiful. And I'm not sure what we're gonna fly here. I really want to fly my F-117. Be completely honest with you, because I don't know if I've ever done the F-117 on a stream. You know what? That's what we're gonna do. That's just what we're gonna do. I'll stick with the default. And we'll just do one of my favorite flights, because I don't want the stream to be too long, because again, tomorrow's stream is gonna be hefty, so hopefully everybody's looking forward to that. I did my last ferry flight in the sim, started on Saturday, ended today. Very nice. US, Canada, Greenland, Iceland, UK, Norway. Woo! Very nice. But yeah, I definitely wanted to come in here just one last time before it gets uninstalled. In one way, it's kind of sad, you know, we've been here for, what, 4? Almost 5-ish years? But then on the other hand, it's not sad, because the new sim is going to be incredible, so... Man, oh man, oh man, cannot wait for it. Feels, you know, I said it's going by really fast. I bet today is going to kind of crawl. It's going to just make it feel like it's taking forever to get to tomorrow morning. I still don't know what I want to start with first. I mean, we got 95 aircraft to start with the Premium Deluxe Edition. I mean, there's so many planes. The career mode. The weekly challenges or the weekly leaderboard thing. Really looking forward to that. The world photography mode's gonna be fun just to kind of relax in a little bit as well. World photography is gonna be great for those like eVTOLs, the airship, you know, the slower aircraft, I think. That'll be nice. Oh, Slickish! You changed your name. Okay, gotcha. Well, welcome. Happy to have you. I don't know why this is getting hung up. That's kind of worrying. Uh-oh. This shouldn't take this long. Andy, if your 2070 Super is running the current sim, you'll be fine. Most definitely. But if you haven't, I'd say you're still going to be okay. Oh, there we go. It's progressing further. I was a little worried. I was like, I hope I don't have to restart. Although I don't know why it's taking so long for this F-117. Did they update it and break it? What did they do to my plane? I did see the Twin Otter. I thought it was looking great. Obviously still not a release build that they were showcasing. Plus, he said he was tweaking some things before the stream, and some things were broke. I think I might need a restart. I think the F117 might be glitched out for some reason. I don't know what happened to it. But that should not be taking that long to load in. So, hold on. My bad, everybody. Our final flight is falling apart. Oh, man. Any cool planes in the base pack? There's a lot of planes in the standard version. Let me... Hang on. Let me see. I always forget the list. There's so many planes, and I don't know which ones are in which. Let me see while we load in again here, because I don't know what happened with my F-17. We'll try it one more time, but if it breaks again, then... Alright, here, I got the list here. If I can zoom in on it, that would be great. Oh, God. What have I done? I mean, the airship is in there. I'm excited to fly a blimp around for sure. I mean, this is gonna be so cool. Of course, the Beluga Airbus is in there for standard. I need a better list, because this thing is not zooming in, and my goodness, I can't see what the heck I'm looking at. There we go, goodness gracious. Let's see here. The ES-30's looking really cool. We got the Parachute, which is going to be fun to fly, and the Sikorsky. I think it's Sikorsky, right? Either way, the big container helicopters in the standard one. The A400M from Airbus. That'll be a fun one to fly. Got some new Pilatus. The A10, of course, is in standard, which is going to be so cool to fly. I mean, there's a lot of great options in the standard version. Alright, let's try that again, and you know what, it's probably that... All I know is I'm not going to bother with add-ons for airports. Because as much as I like seeing Colorado Springs look as it's supposed to a bit closer, I just don't like the fact that they put the wrong airplanes on the airport. Because it's a C-130 base, not a C-17 base. And secondly, I can't spawn over on the military side for some reason. It's just, some of the people that go into making these airports, I wish they would put a little bit more effort into those finer details. Yeah, see, there we go. I don't know what happened with that last load, but we're good. Alright. We're here, everybody. Sorry for the delay. Should you get Game Pass? I mean, that's up to you. I have purchased the premium edition myself, because that's what I got when 2020 came out as well. But yeah, that's up to you if you want Game Pass or not. I'm hoping my F-117 will get an upgrade in 2024. I'm sure it will. My favorite plane. With the Holloman Air Force Base tail. Such a cool plane. I wish I was around in the 70s, 80s, and so forth when we had all these cool, unique planes and not everything looking exactly the same. Just awesome. But alright, let's pop in the cockpit here. And we'll start it on up. Let us taxi away. T404 is what I'm gonna get my hours in, that's for sure. Very nice. I already see the flight stick kind of glitching out my rudders. Hang on, let me... try to fix it. Really excited to see what my airport's going to be looking like in 2024, because when I did the alpha quite a few weeks ago, it wasn't finished, because obviously it wasn't the full build, which is why it still amazes me how people, even in the last day or so, have posted videos about the alpha. It's like, oh my goodness. And talking about how it's not what I expected from a bare bones build. Like, come on now. Oh, these people, man. They love their clickbait. But anyways, the airport wasn't finished. You know, the runways had bumps and everything in there. And because again, it was a very bare bones build to test the servers out rather than showcase what the sim is supposed to be. By the way, let me get my nameplates on. Always love to see what's going on in the traffic around. Wow, pretty empty around here. Oh crap, are we using 3.5 left? There's an Airbus behind us on the runway. Let me see. Oh, I could just see the other. So yeah, we need to turn it around. This is not a taxiway, but we're gonna go ahead and use it as one. Everybody just look away. We're doing everything legitimate here. Are they even taking off? Oh, they are. And this is another reason why I don't want to use any more third-party airports. I mean, he's in the air now, but he was floating before that. Nice takeoff by Dabs and Tabs. I almost said Stabs. But yeah, when you have, well, I mean, I guess it's going to be the same thing. If they have a third-party one, they'll have a different elevation. Even though I'm not sure exactly why the third-party people change the elevation. Doesn't make any sense to do that. You know, whatever. That's why you end up getting... Because there's that other Colorado Springs DLC that came out, and it's just like a huge hill all the way around the airport. So I'm definitely going to avoid buying those. I'll just stick with whatever's stock in the sim. With career mode, I mean, you have to follow a certain path, of course. I mean, it's a bit more focused on realism, but I don't think you have to do ATC if you don't want to. I mean, I'm sure there's settings that you can toggle it on and off, but obviously you'll be more focused on routes and flight planning and so forth, I'd imagine. And of course, free flight is still there if you want to just mess around, of course. But in the career, in the alpha, the only thing in career was first flight, flight seeing, and transferring people's planes from one airport to another. You weren't able to see the other missions just yet. So I'm not sure how they're going to work fully, but we'll find out tomorrow, which is weird to say. The only reason I do ATC is first I check to see if anybody else is here. You don't have to do it. I just like to be kind of out of the way of other people as much as I can be. So I always like to see if people are around. If they are, I like to see what runway is currently active. So, but again, you don't have to do that. Well, I don't think there's been a preload. At least I haven't really noticed anything. I still have like the 500 or 30 megabytes of data installed, which obviously isn't going to be the full sim. So I'm not sure, because I mean, yeah, it's hard to tell. Because I'm assuming there's going to be a launcher, like in 2020. We'll see how the install goes tomorrow. There's a SkyWest coming, but he's far enough away. I'll be able to get out of his way here. But I do know there's going to be something to install when we first launch the sim tomorrow. There's going to be less, since a lot of it's on the cloud. But there's still going to be something to install tomorrow when it launches. Uh-oh. What did I just hit? Oh, I thought I shut off the engine. I don't know what that button does, but I need to not push that. Because it doesn't do what I thought it did. It's alright. Good thing we got gigantic runways in Colorado Springs. And we're in the air! Another thing I'm looking forward to is seeing where Bing has updated the maps. I'm glad it took Microsoft Flight Simulator to come in for Bing's to finally, you know, put a bit more effort into the satellite imagery, because there's a lot of places where satellite imagery hasn't been updated in quite some time. Oops. That's why I always find it funny when people are complaining to Microsoft Flight Simulator about that. It's like, it's not their fault. That's going to be on Bing, because, I mean, they started off really strong when they first came out, but then, you know, Google Maps, of course, became the dominant satellite imagery source, so they kind of fell back on it, but they've picked up again since Flight Sim came out, which is great. Oh, why am I... What the heck is going on? Why am I controlling the plane in showcase camera? Oh, there we go. That's fine. We're fine. Well, it releases at the same time around the world, so there's no regional releases. I know it releases at 9 in the morning here. So that's 11 o'clock in the morning Eastern time, so probably in the afternoon in Europe. Because, yeah, there's no region that gets it first and then it goes around the world. I think it's just launch everywhere. So we'll see how the servers do. I'm hoping we don't have too many server issues tomorrow at launch. We'll see. fly by the lovely Pikes Peak, or as well as known as America's Mountain. Pikes Peak is gonna look so much better. I mean, the mountains in general, just, I mean, the new terrain, I mean, there's just so much, oh my goodness. I just can't wait. I mean, all these years, I mean, I've already been impressed with this, and just the fact that we know we're gonna get an even nicer looking replication of our world, just awesome. But yeah, let me double check the release time here. Let me see the posts that Flight Sim put out. And then I can give you just a general idea of it. Let's see, so... Oops. Looks like the only European town... Oh, I got Amsterdam and then London as another option. So London is at 4, Amsterdam is at 5. So... there's just a general idea of over there. Alright, let's trim this out. Some clouds on the way. Oh, that's gracious. Goodbye, 2020 Colorado. I'm excited to see what you look like. I mean, there's going to be all the different trees. It's not pine trees everywhere in the world anymore, because I think there's that and one other tree. So the fact that we're getting, you know, 20 plus trees, a bunch of different bushes, all the different biomes, and all this, I mean, it might be even more than 20 trees. Either way, it's just going to really make the world look more realistic than everything being a pine tree. And of course we got the seasons to really spruce things up. I mean, doing a nice flight over Colorado in the fall, when all the leaves are changing. I mean, that'll be really cool to see all that simulated. I don't know what this... They need to work on this plane a little bit. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Do I have... Okay, I do. I was a bit worried. Like, I don't know. Trying to trim this thing out is a little bit of a weird thing. There we go. I think we're fine. Oh, hang on, here comes the flight stick being broke again. Just to let you know, I will not be using this flight stick in 2020. Just so you know. We're not going to have the rudder freaking out on us. Because look, little changes. You can see how it... You can see how it's freaking out sometimes. Like twitching. This aircraft does have a parachute, even though it's not that impressive here. Which is again why I'm hoping that this gets upgraded. See those new physics for, you know, all the fiber, like it actually reacts like it should. Instead of it just being kind of a visual thing in 2020. Of course, the hot air balloon. Gonna be fun to ignite that thing. Float around a little bit. The, I believe it's one of the Diamond aircraft. Has the emergency parachute system. I don't know if it's simulated in the sim yet. But that would be cool if it is. But then again, I don't know if Diamond wants to showcase their aircraft having a failure and then needing a parachute to land, but, you know. We'll see what's going on. Here, you know what? AI, you fly, and then you can just keep this thing. I mean, Because honestly, I haven't used this thing in a little bit. Kind of don't remember the systems too much. So yeah, AI, you can take care of it. Just keep us level. With 95 aircraft in Flight Sim 2024, it's going to take a little bit for me to get used to the airplanes. Because we're going to be jumping all over the place, flying the different stuff from big to small to futuristic to old. It'll just be awesome. There is not a lot of people flying right now, which is crazy. I guess everybody's just ready to move on from 2020 already. They've all done their final flights and just waiting for tomorrow. I'm real like it's gonna be so cool seeing like everybody flying around. Like those airports are gonna be jam-packed with people as long as the servers hold up, which that's the one thing I'm worried about. Especially since everybody in the world is playing at the same exact time, so we'll see how the Microsoft servers hold up. AI pilot, why does it look like we're almost stalling here? Because we almost are. To be fair, I don't think I gave him controls, just piloting, so. Cursor mode. You know, I see people talk. Do people actually fly with just the mouse? How do people do that? That doesn't sound fun, to be honest with you. Like, just using the cursor. Because I know that was a thing in FSX. Okay, AI. You're killing me here. There we go. I'm doing that. Making my F-117 look like it's struggling out here. Well, I'm definitely, I mean, we'll start the stream in Colorado Springs because I really want to see what my area is looking like. But then I have plans to just kind of go all over the world. I mean, we're not going to just stick to the US or anything like that. I do want to fly all over the place. I plan on having some polls going on, you know, showcase or making it to where the viewers can pick what the next plane's going to be, the next location, all that kind of stuff. So I really want to have the input of the viewers during tomorrow's stream, and it'll be fun. We're going to be diving into everything. And since we have 95 new aircraft, I mean, not all of them are new, some of them are from here. But anyway, since we have 95 aircraft in the base sim with the Premium Deluxe, we're going to be focusing on just what's in the sim. I'm not going to be bringing anything over from DLCs that I've purchased, you know, like this, the F-117 or the F-35. I do want to focus on everything that's new first and then kind of dive out from there. because there's plenty of new aircraft, and of course we're going to be diving into the career mode. Get all of our licenses going on. I mean, my goodness. Oh, it's dabs and tabs. They're the ones that we saw take off earlier. I mean, look how empty this is. My goodness, I've never seen, especially Denver. Not often you see that just completely empty over there. Yeah, I mean, I'm expecting some server instability for sure. I mean, it's definitely not going to be smooth sailing. I mean, what game is anymore when it releases? Just been so used to it at this point. Alright, let me see. You know what? I don't think I've ever opened this. Auto. That's pretty cool. How I never did that before, I don't even know, but nice. I've had this plane for years. Goodness. Oh, I don't want these clouds here. I want to see the... You know what? Go ahead and go below the clouds. Let's have a little bit of fun. We're not here to be flying a normal little airline flight here. I want to see the Rockies. Ooh, I kind of like this close-up shot here. It's snowing over here a little bit today. We had a ton of snow earlier, a couple weeks ago. My goodness. About 20 inches of snow. It was lovely. I mean, just look how good this sim already looks. And the fact that we're getting it even better is just an awesome thought. And all the different tree types to really spruce up the ground, and the better textures on the peaks of mountains as well. You already got snow? Oh yeah. It snowed actually even before that. A couple weeks. I mean, it snowed, I think it was early maybe mid-October. It didn't accumulate, but it was still funny seeing a little bit of snowfall. But yeah, 2 weeks ago, 20 plus inches of snow. It was quite the storm. Because it went from Tuesday night to Saturday. It was just, there was a couple breaks in between there, but they weren't long breaks, so it was a lot of snow. Try not to get too risky with the camera here. I don't need to turn around, and then the flight abruptly comes to an end. Through the peaks. Oh, I love living here. These mountains never get old. I'm sure that 500 Slakish. I don't know what to call you now. I can go 500, you know, make it nice and easy. But yeah, I love snow. Definitely missed the snow when I was in Hawaii for a few years. Because honestly, I mean, I don't like the ocean already because there's so many creatures in there that I don't need to come face to face with. So, no snow, and I mean, don't get me wrong, it was still nice to see. But I like having mountains. I mean, of course, there's some mountains on Oahu and so forth, but you know, you're still on a relatively small island with millions of people, and it's just no, thank you. I've experienced it, and now I'm good. I'll take the mountains over the ocean any day. And 4 seasons over 1 all year. Love flying this thing. My goodness. What I'd like to see in 2024 is having like a... It'd be cool having just amount of time you use the plane in the plane selector. It'd be kind of cool to see how many hours you've flown in it. Or at least having that in the logbook or something, just to kind of filter specific stats per plane. We'll have to do a nice Grand Canyon flight as well. I mean, maybe not. Honestly, a lot of people saw the Grand Canyon from the other creators doing stuff. We'll probably avoid that. I think everybody's Grand Canyoned out already. Eventually we'll check it out, but we can see a lot of other stuff in this world. Plus we got our own canyon here in Colorado. You don't have to go to Arizona. Speaking of canyon, got a little one here. Looking pretty nice. The weekly, like, challenge events are so fun, too. I really enjoy going through those in the alpha. Can't wait to have them actually count now. There's one with X-Cub and then a couple with the F-18. So you're just flying through there trying to get the fastest time through the checkpoints and everything. Really interested to see what this is going to look like, because a lot of the mountains have these like kind of soupy cutoffs, so it'll be exciting to see what it's like with the new systems they have in place for cliff sides and everything. Alright, we'll bail out of our canyon run. Oh, we were almost done anyways. Actually, it looks like it's breaking off. Yeah, definitely not as long of a canyon for sure. Oh, this is I really love this area here. You got the darker greens because of the river, the runoff from the peaks. And I got a little bit of a deserty bit in the middle. Looks really cool. Keep climbing here a little bit. Right, Vital? Gotta be stealthy for our fertilization now. There might be a farm sim stream after this stream too, we'll see. I know the brother's gonna be turning on this farm again. We've made some progress in that. We have a lot more fields going on. We're gonna start building up our own farm, our little base of operations here shortly. I love when the peaks have snow on them, and you have the pine trees below it, and an F-117 flying in between all of it. I'm doing great, Vital. How are you doing this fine Monday? What do we have over the peak? Ooh, look at this peak over here. Oh, look at all the snow. Beautiful. By the way, here's a little sneak peek of something I made here. Look at him. Thought I'd play into a little bit of the advertising career job that we'll be able to do in the career mode of 24. Advertise my subscribe banner. Well, hopefully they feel better soon. But hey, at least they get to enjoy some farming simulator. It's always a plus. We must be getting close to Telluride, which would be nice. That was kind of my original goal, but then I was having way too much fun flying around these mountains. Is K-Tex around? I can't wait to have the new EFB too. This thing in 2020 has oh shoot, hang on, wait, there it is. Wait, where are we? Oh, we are just to the right of it. I think this place is looking familiar. Perks of stay-at-home dad status. No doubt about it. But yeah, I was definitely happy with my little banner. Thought I'd make something for the new sim. Ooh, that looks kind of... Even though I know we were clear of it, I still pulled up a bit. Just looks kind of crazy from the top-down view. I'm waiting to see how many people are gonna complain that their speed indicator isn't working because they forget to take the pitot cover off during pre-flight checks in 24. Because leaving that stuff on actually does simulate, which is funny. But there's gonna be a lot of people, oh, the speed indicator isn't working. Take the cover off? No. I mean, I know it's going to get a lot more people into the sim, which is why I think it's funny that the people... I don't even know why people... I mean, I know why people complain, because that's all people do anyways nowadays anyways. But it was weird how there were some people who are like, oh, I can't believe there's a career mode coming to the flight sim. It's making it more of a game than a simulator. It's like, why? Like, what does that have to... What does that even mean? It's really cool to see... just a little slice of what goes into those careers in aviation and everything like that. But the other side of it is, it gives even more of a purpose. Because I know there's probably people that are like, I don't really want to fly just randomly and then that's it. You know, I mean, there's third-party programs that you could have to have like a career system going on. But now to have that in the base sim is going to get a lot more people to play and continue to play the sim as well. Because not everybody's fully into aviation or flying around and all that stuff, but to have a purpose built into the flight, like, oh, I'm going to move this cargo from here to there, I'm going to do firefighting, and do medevac, bringing stuff to a rooftop with a helicopter, all these missions and stuff is a really great addition. And even me, who has thousands of hours in this sim without a career mode, I'm going to be playing that too. I mean, it's just, it's weird to me how people were making a big deal out of it. Why are you even... Then don't play it. People thought there wasn't going to be a free flight anymore. It's like, these people just come up with everything to complain about, even if they don't have the information. Anyways, it's just, my goodness, people, please. Just unbelievable. Yeah, and that's crazy. I mean, like, why do you, like, why would anybody just want it to be farming? I love that they introduced the forestry. I love that they introduced the production chains. It's so much nicer having other purposes to play the sim and progress through than just doing the same field over and over again and selling the crop and then that's it. Like, the fact that people don't want more of a gameplay loop instead of having a short one, it's just, come on now. Like, I love the... And I love that they expanded that, you know, with new crops, the new production to go towards and everything like that. Like, there's so much to work towards in the sim now, and I love that. And I love that they're doing the same thing with Flight Sim. But yeah, it's just... Yeah, none of it's forced either. It's just like, if you don't like it, great, then don't play it. Don't do that mode or whatever, you know? It's just... I mean, people just complain to complain, and it's just, it seems to get worse as time goes on. It's just... That's why I just got rid of social media for that matter, because, you know, I always like to follow the developers of games and everything like that, but nowadays, every game's Twitter is somebody complaining about something. It's just, my goodness. Ridiculous. How dare you add more content to the game? I'm not playing it anymore. Or the people that post on stuff, because I still have a Facebook, just because that's where I talk to the brother. But Facebook loves to recommend these random farm sim groups, and there's always people like, I'm sticking with FS22. It's like, okay, great, who cares? Good for you, I guess? I mean, what are people supposed to say? Like, great, I'm happy for you, I guess? And I don't know why, there's some people that are really, like, adamant that FS25 is horrendous. I don't know why. I mean, the brother and I have been absolutely enjoying this new one. and we're still only at the soybean level. We've been just, you know, upgrading our fleet, buying more fields. But we're now getting to the point where we can kind of start spreading out here shortly with more factories, more different types of crops. And it's been fantastic. Like, I haven't seen a single thing that makes me think, oh, I shouldn't have bought this. Because honestly, FS22 was kind of a boring leap from 17, I think. I don't think it was anything that exciting. I mean, it was the first one that brought the production, but that was about it. This one's brought a lot more to the simulator than any of the previous ones. And that's the other thing. I like when a simulator doesn't become real life. Because if I want to do that, you know, like manual, like I don't know why people want, it's just like with Truck Sim, they want manual connect. I don't, like, why add more stuff to it? You're already spending a lot of time in these sims. I don't need even more things going on. Like, I don't want to get out of every tractor every single time to hook up seeders, cultivators, trailers, all of that. No. I like hitting one button while I'm in the vehicle and going to what I'm trying to do. We do get to a point where a simulator can be a little too over the top. For sure. I love that that's the new trend now. I see that with Flight Sim before, you know, what to know about Flight Sim 24 before you buy it, or what to know, like there's all these what to know things. Like, what is there to know? If you've been paying, if you're really into it, you already know what's going on. Plus you can just look it up yourself and see the blogs and everything. Like, it's just these channels milk content so much nowadays, it's not even funny. I mean, my goodness, just like when Farm Sim before it came out, some of these channels were making like 30, 20 videos. I mean, it's crazy. I don't know how you can do that to your subscribers, too. Like, I would hate seeing my entire subscription feed full of one channel's videos in the last hour. It's just like, no, I'm gonna unsubscribe. Thanks. By the way, I don't know where the de-icer is, but we kind of need it, because it's getting a little icy up in this canopy here. It's a bit worrying. Anti-skid. Lights. Where is Telluride at anyways? I feel like I'm not anywhere close to it. Oh, I passed it already. What in the world? I'm too busy talking about nonsense and we missed it. I really need to figure out the de-icer, though. This is getting a bit bad. I'm finding everything but de-icer. Computer, antenna, winch. Oh, there it is. Alright, I need to get out of these clouds here. Yep, exactly. I mean, it is still a game. I mean, even though there's some people that are like, the name is simulator, so why is it being treated like a game? Because it is still a game. Okay? God dang it. Can't believe we missed Telluride, my goodness. But yeah, I definitely agree. Things don't have to be completely realistic in every single aspect. No thank you. believe how cloudy it is. Oh, it's not even letting me change it. So we are out of luck. Okay. Here, let's just keep this open for a little bit. Because there's a nice little, almost path you can follow into Telluride, and that's why I was looking for it, but somehow we went right by it. Yep, no doubt about it. That's why they can keep complaining on social media and I don't have to see it anymore, because I just had enough of it. It's just like, oh my god, everything that I look at, there's something just dumb. I mean, look, I'm sure it won't take me long to see some dumb comment about Flight Sim before it's even out. Let me see their recent post here. I mean, after all this time, people still ask if 24 is an update. No. Goodness gracious. It is a new sim. A new version. Still, after, I think almost... Has it been 2 years since the reveal, or is it might only be 1, but still, after all this time, people are still asking those questions. Oh, boy. This almost looks like we're in another planet with how the sun's poking through the cloud level. Looks awesome. Is this my Telluride path? It is. Alright, we're here finally. Don't mind us completely. Well, no wonder we missed it, though. It did get really cloudy around here. And there it is. Telluride. I've said this before too, I mean, it must be such a cool airport to fly into in real life. And it looks so awesome in the sim, so... Oh my god, yeah, absolutely vital. No doubt about it. I mean, it's just such a cesspool, it's not even funny. And it only gets worse. Because, I mean, my goodness, it's just, no matter what you're looking at, it's just, there's always some garbage. Like, it could be a picture of a turtle, and then there's people arguing about something completely random in that because of a picture of a turtle. It's just like, what is wrong with people? Like, nobody can enjoy anything anymore. And then the things that become viral and the things that people do because they're viral, it's just, what is this? Really? This is for fertilizer flight 171 requesting permission to dust the tower. Got some wheat growing on top. That'd be pretty funny. Jokes aside, though, I am looking forward to doing the actual crop dusting career stuff, too. That'll be really cool. Oh boy, I haven't landed this thing in a bit. I'm not expecting a great landing. Way too high up here, too. Don't know what the landing speed is. Hopefully I'm not going too fast. Oh! Oh, come on, get, oh no. Get down. Get down. Oh, get the chute. We bounced it a bit. But we're good. But see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I can't wait to see the parachutes actually have the right physics to it, because in 2020 there are no physics to it. It's just an animation. But now that this can actually be simulated, it'd be cool to see it, you know, flop and then just kind of go to the ground rather than just disappear like that. That would be awesome. The only crop dusting, they've shown like a vineyard in Italy with a helicopter going by and fertilizing, spraying the stuff, but that's been the only thing so far. But tomorrow we get to find out for ourselves. I mean, we'll have to work our way towards it, of course, which is why I think a lot of the time's gonna be focused on career mode to kind of get through those, but we'll still do free flights and check out the other planes and all that. Oh shoot, hang on, my bad. Turn my parachute. See, I think flying helicopters in GTA is the best way to become proficient at them. Because once you get the hang of them there, it's smooth sailing. I don't fly helicopters too much in Sims. I mean, it's just because, I mean, I'm going to do that now. And again, see, this goes back to having a career mode. Because helicopters to me in a flight sim are just kind of boring. Because, you know, it's just flying around the city, whatever, and then that's that. You know, there's no objective. But now that the helicopters are going to be having search and rescue in the mountains, moving stuff, building power lines with them and all that, like, it's going to be really cool to actually have a use for the helicopters. So I'll definitely be diving into that a lot more. Because, yeah, like I was saying, in 2020 I've hardly flown helicopters at all. Don't really know how to shut you off, so I'm just going to flip switches and hope for the best. Go ahead and get this canopy up. Also don't need our lights on anymore. Let's see what else we can flip off here. Oh. Okay, hang on, I'm not done yet. Oh, and it's closing my canopy. I mean, it makes sense, the hydraulics are turning off. Just love flying this thing in the sim. And hopefully the creator does upgrade this for 24 with the new physics for the parachute. Would love to test that out. That the greatest change that Rockstar has ever made to GTA Online was adding the ability to do everything in private lobbies. It made the experience so much better. Hopefully that's going to be something in the start of launch in GTA 6. I mean, I guess I wouldn't mind it too much because then everybody's not going to be running around with all the high-powered weapons, so it would be a bit of a different experience. But alright, everybody. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed our final flight in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Tomorrow, we're going to be diving into 24, which is so exciting that we're finally here, and it should be an absolute blast. So, with that being said, like I said, I think I'll probably just swap over to Farm Sim and stream a bit of that. So, if you're not going to be there, I'll see you tomorrow for the new Flight Sim. Goodbye.